Hey y'all, thank you for joining me. What do you think is going to happen with Israel, US, and Iran in this pending war? Do you think it's going to be like the 12-day war that we had in June, or do you think it's going to be a full-blown war? I want to share a few videos with you, just little clips from Colonel Macgregor, Lieutenant Colonel Danny Davis, and former CIA analyst Larry Johnson on this issue that is on the precipice of happening. Okay, this war. I'm going to start here with Colonel Macgregor, what the judge asks him. Listen carefully.
Some breaking news. How close are Israel and the United States to attacking Iran?
I think we're on the precipice of a full-blown war. No question about it.
When you say full-blown war, do you mean an in-and-out attack like President Trump says he favors, or an invasion?
Well, first of all, I don't think we can invade. We don't have the ground forces to do it. We can't even move those forces rapidly to the theater for the purpose. This is a war of ruthless destruction that we are prepared to wage on behalf of Israel against Iran. I think that's very clear. And it's not going to be short if it turns out that what I'm predicting is true, because the Iranians will treat this as total war from their vantage point.
Okay, so this is quite scary. Let me go to now what Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis had to saying on this issue.
Flat out, that's what he's trying to tell you. Regime collapse, that's what this is all about. So we have this combat power in the region, and all these things have done, and that lines up with what we saw in the drop site news. So what they're saying that they heard from other of their sources, the former intelligence officials in the United States that are advising Arab regimes, be ready for a strike. According to the article, it said a strike could come as early as this Sunday, tomorrow.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know what you all think on this, but Colonel Davis is warning about this. He thinks it's going to be a catastrophe for us. And then here he is saying that they're saying tomorrow. Well, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? He keeps hoping that this won't happen and that they'll push it back. Now, we know through prophecy that eventually this is going to happen. But the reality is hitting me and how this is going to be, and it's quite ominous. I want to share Larry Johnson's opinion on this as well.
If an attack is launched on Iran, Iran's going to retaliate immediately. So, kiss off Al Udeid Air Force Base. It'll be destroyed, as well as the air base in Saudi Arabia, where the United States has based fighters. I think Iran will move immediately to shut the Strait of Hormuz, which then cuts off 45% of the world's oil consumption right away. That is, so once that's closed down, it'll take 2 or 3 days, but the world economy will begin grinding to a halt.
So from listening to these analysts and these former military, I get the impression that this war with Iran, now, of course, economy-wise, our economy is already teetering. It's bloated with debt. It's the dollar sinking, 10%. It's gone down 10% in a year. There are issues there. I think that with this war, from what I'm understanding, is that it'll be a catalyst for the total collapse of the American economy, and with the Strait of Hormuz closing, because that's just going to add to the already fragile state that the economy has been in and continues to go in that direction of a crash. I'm getting the feeling this is what this is going to do. I don't know. It's just what I perceive out of what I'm listening to from these analysts and military. So, according to Metropolitan Neophytus, the Middle East is supposed to blow up. As you heard Colonel Macgregor, it's going to be like a major war, not like the 12-day war. Okay, that's more like a conflict. And when that happens, he said, Metropolitan Neophytus said that some nuclear weapons are going to be thrown around Syria and that area and, Middle East area. So I guess I'm just waking up to the fact that we're getting close to this particular scenario. And it's kind of worrisome and scary. So, of course, been praying on it. My son's been praying on it. If you all could, continue praying that God lessens whatever is to come. But I wanted to share that with you just to see where everything is right now, and considering that Lieutenant Colonel Davis said that tomorrow they're saying it's possible that the strike will happen. I wanted to make sure that I got this out tonight, although it may not be seen until the morning. But I wanted to share it just in case. Who knows when it's going to actually start? But let's all continue to pray. Pray for mercy. Share your thoughts below. Thank you for following my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you want to help me and support me in my content and my research and all that, you can buy me a cup of coffee. The link is in the description, or you can click on the super thanks button. I think that's in the panel below this video, or it is the 3 dots in the panel that you can press that, and I think it's in there if you don't see it immediately there. Again, thanks so much for watching.